Hello, Aries. Welcome to your tarot reading from Don't Shoot, the Tarot Reader. I'm going to do a quick Celtic cross for you today. See where the energies are at. You want to get back in the saddle, is what I'm hearing. Last reading I did for you, something had knocked you off your square, and you were okay with that. Your environment was okay with that, and the advice was to go get through whatever that was. And I'm sensing here at the center, we have a King of Cups in reverse. Your challenge is the Five of Cups. So that can still be where you are. You know, I only did that reading like a day or two ago. So, you know, plus there's no rush to get out of wherever you are. The only thing that can get a person out of wherever they are is complete acceptance of exactly where they are without any desire to change it. And from there, the intuition will start bringing in ideas, which is, I think, what's going to be going down. Because what we get below you is the Knight of Cups. So there is a desire to move forward out of this energy, or there has been. And I don't know if you've been shaming yourself or being like, you know, I should be further than where I am, or I shouldn't be doing that. You know, I had someone tell me, you know, a wonderful saying, don't should all over me, you know, like I'll get to where I need to get to, but I'll do it my way. And the reason I'm saying that is because behind you what we have is a Nine of Swords in the reverse. So that is totally, you know, making up stories in our head, our mind playing tricks on us, thinking we should be further than where we are, or we should be doing it different. And since that's behind you, I don't see you really, I don't see you succumbing to that. That stated, Ten of Pentacles is what we get crowning you. So I kind of wonder if you have a sense of things are going to fall apart if you don't take some kind of action at some time. Or it just might be time to like, okay, you know, it's time to do something. Just an overall sense of disarray going on around you. And I kind of wonder if you're like in the center looking at this disarray, being like, I should do something, but I don't really feel it. Movement forward is what we get before you as the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is very, very magical. So what I'm going to ask is, what are some creative, constructive ways to sort of deal with the energy going on right now? You know, this isn't always about action either. In fact, she's a wonderful networker. You know, you could almost partner her with the Ten of Wands, where you put the burden down, but you delegate a lot. Using your mind as your attitude moving forward. So this is the King of Swords, where there is absolutely, you know, no emotion. It's just logical. This is what we're doing. This is what we're not doing. And the reason I wonder about the disarray around you is because the environment, what we have is a Queen of Swords in reverse. Upright, she's pretty awesome, but reverse, she's kind of mean. And since swords are the mind, I know whenever I'm in a really frantic, panicky state and I pull a card to see what's up, this is the card I'll get. So sometimes I don't really welcome her presence when I'm in that kind of mood, because while the Queen of Swords is wonderful for like stating boundaries and being like, oh, I see the red flags and you're not coming in here, it can also be a thing of like, I'm having feelings in my mind's like, well, don't feel that, you shouldn't do this, we're not doing that anymore. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of what this energy is. So thinking things should be different than what they are. But the Queen of Wands, she's wonderful because she's on her throne with the black cat. And in this deck, she has the lion. So she's very aware of where things are. She's very aware of the depths of things. And she is not fazed. In fact, she finds a way to transmute that and use that to her benefit. So it sits at her throne. And again, that goes back to the total acceptance of the way things are. hopes and fears, what we get is the Hierophant. Now this is structure, this is organization. I kind of wonder with this King of Swords, this Queen of Wands, if it wouldn't be beneficial to take out a piece of paper and a pen and just kind of be like, what are some solid, tangible actions that I can take? Sometimes I cannot think my way into better feeling, but I can act my way into better thinking. Sometimes I just have to take action. You know, I don't always feel like getting up and doing the things I need to do. Nevertheless, once I just get up and do it without any emotion, I notice my attitude towards it change, and I start to get into it. That stated, I've also had many days in my life where I just wasn't up to it, so I didn't. And those days are fine too. You need all of them. Life is, you know, just because we live in America doesn't mean you got to be productive. What we get here then, Two of Pentacles is the outcome. So something is going to be changing. And it's going to be changing smoothly and harmonious. I want to talk about that. That is smooth, harmonious change. That is not Queen of Swords, do this, don't do that, you know. I've been, you know, the mind can do that either or thing, and I've been in that where I'm like, should I go here? Should I go there? And I just kind of watch myself. It's like an out-of-body experience, just sort of watching myself trying to make a decision. So again, with this Queen of Swords, King of Swords, and then the Hierophant, writing things down, getting very, very quiet, very still. This is exactly what I want. This is how I want to deal with this 10 of Pentacles in reverse so that I can turn it into something better. Having a good plan set in place and then executing it. So I think a big question is, what would make you happy right now? And then make a plan to go do that. I'm going to look at your environment because this 10 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords in the reverse. What can we do about that? Right, what would make you happy? And this doesn't have to be a big, like, you know, I'd be happy to achieve something. It could just be like as simple as I made myself a cup of, I hardly drink coffee anymore, but this morning I was like, I want a cup of coffee. That would make me happy, so I did it. Very, very simple, but it sets the tone for the day. Does that make sense? Also in the Tao Te Ching, the wise do not attempt anything very big, meaning they accomplish big things, but they do it by taking one step at a time, one foot in front of the other, rather than a big, grandiose vision. How am I going to get there? So with this passion, this logic, and some structure, you've got a win-win combination for harmonious change out of whatever this other stuff is. I don't know your situation. It could be internal, could be external, but you got all the tools at your disposal to make it happen. Also with that Hierophant, you know, people get down on it because it's like, it's the government card, it's the religion card, but the reality is joy is in organization. You want some chaos too in life because you don't want to go too far one way or the other. But if I do go too far, like if my room gets really messy, I don't mind. But if I'm living in it week in, week out, at some point I'm like, I need to clean this room. And then once you do, it's just like you feel born again. I think we've all had that experience, and that's kind of what I'm talking about. That kind of transition. Not rigidity, just something fresh, something new. Organizing. Because that King of Cups in reverse is not organized. So that's what I have for you, Aries. Thank you for joining me. If you like this reading, please like, click, and subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment. It helps the channel grow. And if not, don't shoot the tarot reader. I'll talk to you later. Take care. Stay healthy. Be well.